Yo, what's good? It's your boy Lo, man. I'm excited to be sitting down with you about some of my favorite things that I use regularly throughout 2022. All right, so I want to get right into this. One of the first things that I can honestly say I'm glad I finally got my hands on was this Sigma lens. This is the 18 to 35 millimeter 1.8. And man, when I tell you this lens right here, oh, I love this lens, man. It's such a great lens. Um, I think I use this primarily 90% of the time on anything you saw me shoot. Excuse me. In this year, primarily, this lens, man, it changed my life. If you don't have one, or you're looking to figure out what to get a filmmaker or a photographer in your life, great gift. Right now, matter of fact, I think they have them on the holidays sale for like right around a little bit around 500 bucks. You cannot beat that for this lens. It is a workhorse. Pair that baby with the Pro Mist, and man, you have some options. Moving along, another thing that I love, shout out to my team, my folks over at Hollyland Tech hooked me up with the Lark M1s. These mobile lenses right here, man, these joints, the Lark M1s were probably one of my favorite additions this year. When it came down to adding clarity to my mobile videos, and I have a video coming out. I do a lot of content on my phone. A lot of times people think I'm shooting on my Blackmagics or like my other Sony rigs, but I'm not. I'm using the iPhone and my audio is from here. Let me just show y'all real quick. So this is the receiver and these are your transmitters. I love it because it came with three, with two mics and a receiver, and because of that, you can easily have a conversation with somebody on the fly. And these were perfect in situations where I was doing interviews and things of that nature. Comes with a bunch of different adaptions for your phone, for your camera, and look how small this is. It's so small, man. You can just really just throw this, and I keep this in my backpack or any bag I have, big or small. Another thing that I use a lot is this Ulanzi camera rig. So I have three shoe mounts up here. Oftentimes, let me just show you real quick. Oftentimes, this is my setup, and I don't want to give it all away because I'm doing a video on this. But I would take this receiver from Hollyland, and I just clamp it in here. If I have something else, a light or anything else that I need to add, I can do that right on this rig, and it is amazing. It's lightweight. It actually has where when you plug it in, I think you can wirelessly charge this, so you could lay this down and charge if you need to without taking your camera out. Now, let me tell you how this is amazing, because it has a tripod. It has a 1/4-inch screw right here. It has a 1/4-inch screw. And because of that, you can add it to a tripod. You can add it to a handle or a rig or even a gimbal if you want to. But this was perfect for me. And if I need to, I can hold it. It has grips right here, so you can hold it, and it's normally like this, and you can get your shots really smooth. This was a workhorse. I probably need to order another one, even though this one is still in great shape. I just love it that much. Another thing that I love, I shout out to Chris Franklin. Check him out on YouTube and social. Chris turned me on to these micro batteries, and man, this is the Moman. But this thing changed the game. If you don't know, I had a shoulder injury, surgery 10 years ago, and so weight when I'm filming is something I have to be very careful about and cognizant about as I'm going through, because it will cause me to just not feel great. But these batteries give you, man, 3 to 4 hours easy. And I'm talking about powering a monitor like an Atomos V, my camera, my Blackmagic, Anything that I have attached, I can power with these and get a good run. Love these. And by the way, I'm not sponsored. Well, some of these I receive from companies, but I'm not sponsored to do this. I'm just telling y'all the things I love this year. I know I already talked about another set of mics, but I got these Deity mics right here, and I love these things as well. Now this is just a single pair, and this is the Deity. I forget which. These are the Pockets, their version of like their Pocket Live kit. Okay, so these are very easy to use. The battery life is insane. And a lot of times when I need a little more beefy, because the Hollylands are mic built in to, it's all one piece. I can't add a live to those. I can add a lavalier mic to these, and it comes with all of these things: a lavalier, the transmitter, the receiver, adaptions to go into your phone. It's great. You can literally have great audio for a very lightweight and a very compact setup. So if you're looking at, a lot of times I don't like having to bring heavy stuff. I like to be very mobile, because you never know when you need to document, and you should always be documenting. So Deity was another one of my favorite things. I really got into ND variable filters this year. With the Sigma, me going with the Sigma and different things, a lot of times I realize like I'm moving in a lot of spaces where I'm doing run and gun type stuff. So I don't want to have to do a bunch of swapping out when it comes to shooting in and out of places that I'm in. So even when I'm doing like live event stuff, sometimes the lighting in there is bright because they're doing light shows and different things, and I don't want to sacrifice my f-stop. So with that, I can use this, and if you can see it, it'll darken. You can just turn it and it'll darken, and you turn it the other way and it gets lighter. You see that? There you go. So this was something that I really utilized this year that I suggest, and you can get those for next to nothing. The last thing that I love that I got in 2022 is my Fuji camera. Oh my gosh. I have the X-T3 paired with a 23 millimeter lens, and this thing has changed my life. I love the fact of how easy it is to just come out and create and take photos that you didn't know you wanted to take. Now, a lot of times I get into video and I don't get the option to really just hone in on photography, but I love taking photos because it just allows me to be in the moment, and I have to be very present to capture like the things that I really want to do and see later. And this camera, the recipes that you can dial in, the different looks, it is beautiful, man. I highly suggest you get into some sort of Fuji camera if you are a creative. I know everybody jumps out for the A7s and all of those things, but if you want a camera that can help you remain artistic and excited about creating, then this camera is the camera you want. I assure you, hands down, this is what you're looking for. But so I have a couple things, but I just wanted to show you these, honestly, are the most impactful and useful things that I've used this year, and I highly recommend them. I think it's amazing if you're going into the next year and you want to create and you want to be mobile and you want to be able to do it with no hesitation, then these are things you definitely want to get your hands on, and you can do it quite easily. So yeah, hope these were helpful. Hope you learned a little bit something and saw something that you might be inspired to go get to take your content to the next level. Until next time, man, it's your boy Lo. Peace.